It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Monday afternoon.
Monday.
I moved the flowers back because I know there was somebody on the other side of these flowers.
I got to tell you, I think we're a little choppy. But this table gets bigger and bigger. Now with all the stuff not around here, this is a big table is all I can say.
Yeah, and that's because you took my junk off. You got more junk on your side.
I got more junk on my side.
I kind of like it.
I know. I'm like, looking, you're all nice and clean over there. You got your gubba rum and everything's nice and cleaned up. I've got my pile. When you have piles in your house, how do you pile things? I want to do a survey. I want to do a study on how people clutter their house. I know how I pile things.
Okay, what kind of sentence is this?
When I make
when
piles
you clutter your house and you pile things, you pile things.
Do you have piles of papers?
I do not. Linda does.
You don't have papers?
No.
Okay.
I 86 of
So
paper.
are they all over the counter or
No.
are they piled
Garbage. Garbage. If it's important, they'll send it again.
high? You sound like my mother.
That is the truth.
Are you serious?
That
She
is
says
a
the
New York
same.
thing. If you send me a bill and I don't open it in the garbage, they're going to send it again. I'll
She
open it the
says
second
that's
time.
what she says. If it's important enough, they'll send it again. If it's really that important, they're going to send it certified.
That's right.
That's exactly what my mother says.
That's what they say. And if they throw me into court, then I know I better pay this because
I'm telling you, maybe you and my mother like knew each other from
I
another
knew her.
lifetime.
Yeah, I knew her.
That's hilarious.
But it's a New York thing.
So
I
funny.
used to have more papers. Michelle will tell you. I had rooms full of papers. So I had a friend of mine that came in one day, and she says, I can't stand this. Can we? And she went in there, and she 86. I bought a paper shredder. She spent a week shredding everything.
Oh my gosh.
I was throwing out bags of paper. So now I don't do that no more.
You don't do it anymore. See, when I make piles, I've noticed the difference. I just may have a really big pile, one big pile that I can kind of move around.
Now,
You kind of spread it out.
Teddy and I are looking at you in amazement because you are a germaphobe.
Yes.
And even germs are afraid of you. So how in the world can you have papers all over?
I try and go through them, and I'll go through them a little bit here and a little bit there, but it's all good. It's May. Today is May 4th, so May the 4th be with you, Freddie, is all I can say. And my little lack of Star Wars voice, as Yoda would say,
Yoda.
the 4th may be with you. Yoda. May the 4th, get it? May the 4th be with you.
No, I don't get it.
Come on, really?
Yeah, that's Star Wars.
Yeah, you go, Yoda.
No, you're the yodel. Remember yodels? Anyway, I what do you call that? I diverse?
Digress.
Yeah, that too. I just want to say welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I want to thank all of my friends who have been out there helping me share out the show, share out the message, because it is important that we do that. I see that my producers are finally getting hip to the game and they are sharing out because I look on the page and I see lots of shares. I know you're doing it now. The name of the game is if you have something great to say, you want to share it out. People are calling. Bob called. A couple of other people called about ideas that they have and they want to bring it out there. That's what we're looking for. Don't be shy. Jump into the pool because as my mom used to always say, you can't get wet unless you jump in the pool. You have something spectacular to say or just want to help a lending hand is what we've been doing for weeks. And I'm leading this whole thing up because my main man, my brother from another mother, Steve-O, is Steve-O on there? Is on the line?
New York Sounds.
New York Sounds. And a coincidental thing.
Coincidental.
A coincidental thing.
I got to tell you, man, there ain't no more New York guy in Florida than you. You know that?
Let me ask you a question. Now, you guys did a new commercial, the new opening for the morning show.
Yes.
How come coincidental wasn't in there?
Let me tell you why, Steve. From the bottom of my heart, I was gonna ask you to do it, but I know that you're going through some stuff with your wife, and I just didn't have the cojones to call you and say, Steve, can you do this for me? And I just left it alone. So her and I did it, and I know it ain't you. There's only one voice.
No, that's not. No, Freddie. I'm good with you guys. I'm just asking why the word coincidental wasn't in there.
All right, why didn't we put the word in?
Because
It's a Steve-O trademark.
I
is
can't
what
even
think.
pronounce a coincidental. I don't even say it like you.
I think we're going to write it up and send it to Steve-O, though.
It's funny because everybody says to me, that guy that does the open, the coincidental thing, I says, yeah. He invites me to chat on Saturday. Steve-O, I'm going to tell you, you are the funniest guy. You should do Steve-O Live because you are the funniest man I've ever met. And I'm looking at you, looking at me, and you're not saying nothing. And I'm writing in Steve-O, yo, yo, yo.
Actually, I want to ask you a question. On 2020 Vision, Steve-O, they asked us to follow Take a Break TV show. What is the
Okay.
Take a Break TV show?
Take a break is something I was doing with small businesses, going around to small businesses and allowing them to, speak about their business.
So why don't we do it
What you
again?
guys do?
Hey, Steve-O, pardon my partner's...
Did you even know that? Was it
Pardon
thing?
my partner's memory lapse, but Steve-O was doing this on the radio.
I know that, but I just today saw it.
Take a break?
It just came up
It's been
today
around
on
for
the.
2 years.
Well, that's why I was wondering if it was a new show.
I'm wondering if it is.
Take a break is the
knows me.
concept. No, what happened
But it
was
was listed as a TV show. It came up on 2020 Vision
he must have changed his designation.
that we should follow it. So I thought, let's ask, because you know what? There are no coincidental things in our world. So if it is in fact a thing, we should actually bring that to fruition, is what I'm thinking, Freddie.
I'm all in. Now, there's a lot of things that I want to talk to Steve-O about. Because, number one, today is Rum Monday. Can you see my rum panel?
Yes.
Okay, Gubba Rum is on the menu today, and it's Rum Monday. He says to me, tell me more about this rum. Because, we used to have either C&C. You know what C&C is?
Oh my God, that's what my father drinks.
C&C?
Yes.
So, C&C was Canadian Club and
That's what
and
I'm saying.
soda.
That's not rum, though.
CC, I know. But in the day, it used to be the rum and Coke or
Yes.
C&C, right? And he says, I want to know more about this rubber. And there ain't nobody better to introduce rubber gum. Now you got me doing it.
Gubba rum? Maybe you
Gubba
are my
rum.
brother.
Gubba rum instead of rum, then Steve-O, because this is Mr. Party. I love the 70s music, the 80s music, the 90s music. Are they still cutting you off on those platforms when you put it out there?
Oh yeah, they're still cutting off. They're cutting off even the big name DJs. I mean, I don't know, but we have a petition going on right now with Facebook.
Forget that. Forget that. I got the solution.
Go ahead.
I have a platform, we call it Events, which can go from YouTube, it can go from any platform into Watch. You do your thing, and nobody's going to throw you off. You want to do it for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4, I don't care.
Well, we
could
were
do it.
discussing that. I thought that's what we
I got it
discussing
done.
at the show, of having like a concert with many of the big name DJs.
That's right. I got it done. I got it done so that you can even go in and you can interview the DJs during and after or before the music and turn it into a giant DJ party virtually. And it won't be seen on social media, but the link will take you to this new platform. And this is what I wanted to talk to him about. Also, Gubba is interested in doing a little sponsorship on this as well. This stuff, man, I'm going to tell you, you and me sit down with this and a couple of straws, it's all over.
It's a wrap.
It's all over. It's a
I'm a
wrap.
rum drinker.
You like light or you like dark?
I like anything rum.
There you go.
Well, one's coconut, one's vanilla. I am a little partial to the coconut with pineapple juice. I have to tell you, that one I really like a lot.
So it must be sweeter.
It's a little sweeter, yes. But it's so smooth,
Sweeter
Steve.
she is, she must like the sweeter stuff.
Oh, there you go. And he's laying the thick. Put some of that mayo on the bread, baby. Now, this stuff, Steve, is like very silky smooth. You could drink this on the rocks, and Teddy will attest to it. You could drink on the rocks, and you'll
You
say,
can just drink
wow.
it without the rocks.
Yeah, you can.
We've done that too.
You can.
Yeah.
Mom is watching. But this is like the best. You know what? This is the best rum there is for birthdays. Because May is full of birthdays. So there's a special birthday coming up tomorrow for somebody special. And she dared me to sing her happy birthday on the air.
Really?
That would be your daughter. Now, we had that queued up? So, Steve, I want you to do your Steve-O-ness with me.
Is she watching?
She's watching. And I want you to wish Chelsea happy birthday. All of what, 28?
28 years old tomorrow.
28 years old. And I want to wish her happy birthday because unfortunately this kid is going to pass her birthday in quarantine because she follows the rules like me,
Yes, true.
even though I've told her to come out and celebrate a little bit. So, are you ready to sing?
Uh-oh.
You ready to sing?
Sing.
Steve, are you ready to sing? That's right. Clear your throat. Get the frog out. Are we ready? Here we go. Wait, no, I gotta wait for the right beat. You want to start it again? Let me start it again. Because it's like at the end. Happy birthday.
to you.
You gotta have a little rhythm, baby. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, we're changing it up.
Happy birthday, dear Chelsea. Happy birthday
To you. Tomorrow.
And there you have it. And Chelsea has promised. I'm gonna tell you, if DJ was here, he'll do the cha-cha on the table.
Cha-cha-cha-cha. And in honor of your birthday tomorrow, Chelsea, we are having Cinco de Mayo right here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show, sponsored by Crazy Uncle Mike's. It'll be Taco Tuesday here. They'll be delivering the food, some beer, and a few margaritas just to wash it down.
People are asking me, how do you order the gubba? It's double-rum.
GubbaRum.com. And there's a few links there, so depending on what state you're in is the links that you go through. So all you have to do is go to GubbaRum.com, or you can click on the link on our Cafe Press. We can send that out to you also.
Which was blasted out. Steve, did you get the press? Did you get the magazine, digital magazine? Did you get a text?
Yes, I did.
You did?
got
It worked. Thank you to Gen G and Moby Pop for putting that together. If you got a business, Moby Pop is the way to go.
Hasn't even gone out on a Moby Pop yet.
I know, but she put that whole blasting out together.
No, I did.
You put the blast? I thought it was her in the program. I am so lost, Steve. I have to look at my face like you did Saturday.
The Moby Pop test has not gone out yet. The link I sent to you.
How you doing?
Yes?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, okay. Tell Chelsea tomorrow night is a good friend of mine's birthday, and she asked me to go live and do an hour mix for her at 7 o'clock. So tell Chelsea I'll shout out her name as well.
Oh, thank you. I will tell her. That'd be awesome.
Now, I want to understand the platform, Steve, because when you do the music, you take people requests. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really try, because what I'm doing right now is I'm building a profile on SoundCloud. So I'm actually making 16-minute mixes for everyone to go on and download so they can hear it anytime they want to. I try, when I go live, to go and stick to one genre. But the requests I get hit with, I usually have about 2.5 to 3.1 thousand people watching. And they never stick to the same genre. So yeah, I go from anywhere from, I try to start like the 80s and 90s, and then I get some 2000s, and then I get slow music and fast music. So it's pretty much just a mix of everything.
You also invite other DJs. I noticed that you'll put your name on it, and other DJs that work for you, they'll do the mixing.
Yeah. I'm trying to get their names built out too. Because when this thing is all over and we're up and running, which we're going to be hitting the ground running, because the second quarter of this year is going to be mayhem. It's a good way for my audiences and a lot of my brides to follow me. They're like, oh, Matt, oh, Jay, okay, yeah, I've seen them, and they're personable, and they're talking to the crowd, and, so I think that's important.
I would love to be able to play Steve-O's mixes here when we open up again. And just have the
Absolutely.
mixes playing and blurting, and then you have a rack with people. You're selling the mixes, yes?
Custom, yeah, custom mixes I'm selling for $15.
Which is a nice piece. And you are absolutely right. It is going to be mayhem. People are coming. People are actually calling us with different ideas, right? We got a couple of links and stuff to watch today, which is a nice. You talk about getting a nice breath of fresh air. That to me is a shot in the arm. It means that people are listening. They are paying attention. Bring it up. Bring it loud. Bring it strong. Steve, are you going to be wearing a shirt every time you go to your garage and you're doing your mixing? And you got no shirt on? I know every tattoo on your body.
You know, that's why I moved it into my daughter's bedroom, because in the garage I was sweating. You're lucky I kept the shirt on.
I noticed that south of
His wife sends him to the garage. She's like, honey, it's Saturday. You need to be in the garage.
South of the belly button was a mystery. That's all I got to say about that. But I love when he goes on there. You should call it the Naked DJ, because he starts taking clothes off. The Naked DJ. He starts to take clothes
You know,
off.
the great part about it was, I'm in my garage, I'm spinning, and you guys didn't see it, but I had about 30 neighbors in my driveway trying to stay away from each other, but also requesting songs.
He had 30 what?
Neighbors.
Really? DJ, just put chairs 6 feet apart in your driveway. That
Why-
would be hilarious.
Why can't you do a block party? You could actually, Steve-O, do this idea. Maybe I shouldn't say it on air.
What, the block party thing? No, you can. I know what you're going to go with that. Yeah, we'll talk to him about that.
Right?
But I
We did
love
it
the
for my son's
concept.
birthday.
Yeah, I love the concept. You could put chairs apart, make sure they're wearing masks. I don't have a problem with people doing
But just
this.
like you send an ice cream truck, if people stay in their driveways,
Yeah.
and Steve-O parks like Men in Black at the edge of the street, and you just blast your music, you could have a whole block
I got-
party. Send in a food truck.
No, I
whole
got it.
thing.
I got it. Listen, we're gonna get a truck, like a flatbed. We're gonna put you, the naked DJ, on the truck with speakers. I did this in New York City when I was in the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Puerto Rican Day Parade.
I was in the
That's
Bronx.
such a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, in the Puerto Rican Day Parade. And I was there, and I had, I can't remember the name of the group, but they were a famous group. And you blare the music, right? So what we do is we take you and we stop in front of every driveway that puts the chairs out. So if you put your chairs outside the driveway, we stop. And you play a 15-minute set. And maybe we have the lady with the truck with the
food, the sweets.
foods
That's
and
what I'm
sweets
thinking.
right behind us. We'll make a I'm gonna tell you, we'll make a fortune.
I'm telling you.
Well,
you
you
go
know,
into some of the country clubs
you know,
and you
let
get
me
people
tell
to
you
pay you
something.
to do a block party, just like they're paying to bring the pizza trucks. Pay Steve-O to come in and do a whole
The
party.
naked DJ, Steve-O. You wear a wife beater and you go out with heavy jewelry. Oh, this could be a
I just want you to know, you
blast.
crack my daughter up with the name of that
Why?
because no one calls it that, do they? It's just a bad
What-
name, that shirt.
What, the wife beater?
Yeah, that.
Okay, what do you want me to call it? A wife lover? It's
tank
always
top?
been a wife beater. It's New
A tank
York.
top.
That's what. So I got a funny story. A DJ friend of mine, Jason Banks, a shout out to Jason Banks. He does about 90% of his business is bar mitzvahs. Okay, so he's in like every temple you can think of. And what he's been doing is he's been doing exactly what you're saying. He's been doing car parades for birthday parties. So he goes out there. You can see him on my page in a referee shirt. Organizes all the cars. He brings out a battery DJ set, and they call the girl out or the boy out onto the driveway, and all the cars go by with horns and stuff like that. He's killing it, and all the other DJs are like, "Look at Jason, he's still working."
But this is true. I mean, think about it. You can tell the person that owns the house. Let's say there's Felice and Joe, whatever, right? And we stop in front and we play the music, and you get on your mic and you start saying, "This is courtesy," because the music is going to be heard by everybody.
Yep.
But it's pointing it out because they actually put the chairs out in front. You're going to have the food thing behind us or the sweets, whatever you want to do. Doesn't make a difference. It could be hot dogs for all I care. And if you want to attach a Feed America to it, and I don't know, for a couple of dollars, but think about it. You're being proactive. You're going out there and you're telling people, you know what? And we wear the mask. We wear the mask. We do it legit. And you're telling people, listen, we're not going to protest violently. We're going to protest through music, which I have
It's not
told
even protest. You can still enjoy life cautiously.
That's right, but you can go out and you can do it responsibly.
Well, Freddie, we have the hookup. We have 4 food trucks that I actually go bring to weddings sometimes. So we can do something big with that.
I love it. So if you have a flatbed truck, we need one. We need a flatbed truck to put this together. We'll put
Steve's
the sound.
got a van.
No, it gotta be. It's gotta be.
No,
You
I
need
have
a
a
generator,
flatbed.
right?
No,
I
a
don't-
friend of mine
he-
has a flatbed.
You have a flatbed,
Yeah, a friend of mine.
and you could hook up the sound system on the bed.
Yep.
And I have a license that I could do heavy. I could drive heavy trucks. I used to be a
course you did.
screwdriver, a bus driver.
course
What do you want from me? It's true. And we go out there and we do this. I'm going to tell you, people are going to jump all over this because it's a positive sign with a positive message, and we ain't hurting nobody. And who doesn't love music? And the family that sets the chairs out, we get their name, and they give us a list of what they want to hear for the next 15 minutes. And you just let this man go to work. Now, I'm going to have to bring like a towel and stuff because it's Florida. We're going, oh, sweat.
Yep.
But man, isn't that just a
Well,
phenomenal
Freddie,
idea?
and that's the positive feedback I get when I go and do my mixes. They're like, "Thank you so much because it takes our mind off it, this whole thing and stuff like." You know, my audience. That's why they get so upset when I do get cut off. Because, I mean, you got to see the inbox. My inbox is mayhem. I have all these people inboxing me.
Well,
But we have.
when
the
is your
audience.
next event, Steve-O?
When I'm going live on Facebook
Yeah.
tomorrow night at 7 for my friend and Chelsea's birthday.
For birthdays.
For birthdays. Okay, after tomorrow nights, you and me, we're going to try something. I mean, we could do it. We'll do it after because you already made the announcement. And I'm going to give you a platform. I'm going to give you the codes. You're going to put it in. You're going to plug it in. And then we will pump out how to join this other platform to do what you do. And it'll be away from Facebook and all that. But we can still generate the interest to come on over.
It's funny, my dad asked me, I spoke to my dad over the weekend. He says, you know, you and Freddie always have these ideas. He says, Freddie always has an idea. I keep seeing free concerts on Facebook. He said, why can't you do that with a few people? I said, that's exactly what Freddie wants to do. He says, and raise money to go to charity. I said, exactly what Freddie wants to do. So even my dad, who is 80, says, I bet Freddie's got an idea.
I do, because this concept, Steve-O, was meant when we got the deal at Meisner to be able to play that music away from Facebook, but put it on with the links. And I'm talking about worldwide. I'm talking about nobody's going to interfere. This is your material. You're going to keep it. You own it if you're a part of the musicians that are going to be involved in this thing. Because I think that this is the wave of avoiding problems. And again, Facebook has to protect their interests. I'm 100% on that. But this is on us now, just spinning records like a nightclub does. And if there are fees that have to be paid for the music, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the healing. I see his numbers. I see how what you do brings everybody together. I love it. I mean, that's like in the day, man. That's why we used to go to clubs every Saturday night, was to get away from the headaches.
It's bringing people back together and getting people back to work also. I think a virtual DJ party in a neighborhood would be a great idea to have a block party like that.
You know, some DJs are using the platform Zoom so they can bring their audience on the screen with them.
We could do
It's
that.
so complicated, but people are using Zoom. Some
Let-
people will switch over to Twitch.
Yeah.
But with Twitch, you don't see numbers and stuff like that, so it's a little difficult. But
The only problem I have with Zoom, Steve-O, is that until they get it right, they're still breaking and hacking on this stuff, and the platform I'm going to give you is double secure. Maybe you make it triple secure. I'll ask Gio. And I want to make sure that nobody does something stupid and puts the wrong things, because unfortunately, we have knuckleheads out there. But Zoom can be used on a different idea that we can add to this platform, and we'll talk about that as well. But the concept is there. We have the technology. We have something called turnkeys now, Steve-O, where if people need a computer, we go to their house, we hook it all up. You need a banner, we hook it all up. You need lights, we'll hook it all up. You can do your own deal from your house, whether it's DJ, whether you're a comedian. I would love to do a channel of comedians.
You know,
Live.
Freddie, it's funny you say that because I had a comedian reach out to me during one of my sets, and they even have like a donation thing because they're like, you know, I know you DJs are out of work, but so are us comedians. And there's a whole network of comedians now on my page that are asking to chime in onto my set to, you know, get some like a couple minutes of airtime. So, yeah, definitely. There's definitely.
I think it'll be.
And what about, we lost Steve-O? What about booking gigs? Are you booking gigs at any certain time? You have any idea what's
not.
happening? What about weddings? All these things are postponing. Are they still getting married? Can you do a virtual wedding?
Since the whole pandemic started, I booked one event. All the other calls are postponing or canceling.
Because you would think you could do a virtual wedding, right? It takes it back to more simplicity of getting married, and then you could maybe you could still do a platform like this, Freddie. They can get married, and you could do like a virtual party.
That'll work.
Yeah.
You know, just the bride and groom, and at least have some music and do something. Because, I mean, think about, I know bar mitzvahs, everything, but virtual something could be kind of fun.
Well, I was thinking about, because, you know, I'm an officiant as well.
That's what I was thinking.
Married. So I can actually do the ceremony online.
That's what I was thinking. You could do the ceremony, they can get married, have a small little virtual party, and invite all their guests through a platform like this.
Yes.
And everyone can get dressed up, or they can do it in their pajamas, whatever they want, and kind of have a party, make their own toast. The bride and groom could actually even send something to every guest, like a bottle of champagne, a little mini or something, to toast.
Yeah.
You could do a virtual toast. It'd be a great promo piece.
You could do anything. You could do graduation, you could do weddings, you could do
Yeah.
divorce parties, you could do anything.
There's going to be a lot of divorce parties, by the way, is all I can tell you.
I'm going to
There's
tell
gonna
you,
be tons
don't
of
laugh.
divorce parties.
Divorce is going to be up by a whole bunch. Can you imagine staying 2 months with a human being?
Yeah, because Henry Winkler says yesterday, God did never intend for two people to be together 24/7. He says the fact that people can do it is an amazing feat unto itself.
Yeah, but did you notice Henry Winkler? And I'm going to tell you my Henry Winkler story.
How old? He's like 73, 74, I
He's
think,
up
right?
there. But I used to watch him every Tuesday, Happy Days. My mother used to say, go watch Henry, because he had my father's name, right? She only knew him as Henry. I don't know how she learned that. And when I found out Henry Winkler went on one of the talk shows, and he says, that isn't me, that's a character I play. I'm the biggest nerd in the world, I'm a square. He destroyed my entire
Really?
image of the Fonz. I was telling you the story yesterday. Everybody looks so sad. I always loved television. You know, Chico and the Man, Henry Winkler. These guys, I wanted to be them. I wanted to be as funny as them. I wanted to do introductions and shows and stuff like them. I thought, come on, the Fonz, man? He was the best. I asked for a jacket. I didn't get one, but I asked for a jacket. When he went on there and he said, I am not that guy, he blew my whole bubble. I stopped watching it after that.
Fact about Henry Winkler, Fred.
What happened?
I saw an interview where he said that, and the character, the Fonz, actually came from Sylvester, because they did a movie together called The Lords of Flatbush,
Yes.
and Stallone played the cool thug kind of guy, and that's where the whole Fonz concept came from. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
He was 27, they said, when he got that job. And now he's I guess he's 74, but at 72, he got another part in another show. But amazing.
He's doing a new thing now, but he got a Grammy now. You know, he sleeps with the Grammy. He was saying he never knows where the Grammy's going to be in his house. the next day. Listen, this show, this section of the show is show today is being advertised and brought to you by Gubba. Florida residents, please text 617-721-7688, and they will tell you the stores that are now taking in Gubba rum. Kind of cool. But he blew my mind when he did that. So I stopped watching. But I'm going to tell you, it is amazing, because you were watching the same thing I was watching on Sunday. It's amazing some of the things that the people that were on that show, right? The director, what's his name, with the red hair?
Ron Howard.
Opie Kanopi, who's bald as a bowling ball, but the hat covers it. He was on there, and the daughter.
Erin Morin.
And the daughter, and the wife,
Joni
and the mother.
Loves
All of them.
Chachi, it all went, right?
All of them. All those people.
Marion Ross. I mean, names like
They went on
classics.
to be superstars from
Yeah.
that show. It reminds me of some of the monster movies that they play, and those guys come on afterwards. Like I was watching Al Pacino in this thing that he did, and everybody in there, all 25 actors, are now superstars. Never seen anything like it.
You know, it's kind of cool what you just did, Steve. You know how you moved your whole perspective? You could do like a different set facing this way, and then you move your camera and you face that way, and then you move your camera and you face that way. Like you could be in 4 different rooms at one time just by moving
I can guess what
your
room he's
camera.
in right now.
His daughter's bedroom, he said.
I can see that. I see la cama.
How is your daughter, though? How are they? You said they got tested?
One of my daughters did, yes. Thank God she's negative. She's back to 100%.
Fantastic.
So we had a little scare, but she had all the symptoms, and we were kind of worried at that time.
And she's feeling better, though.
Yeah.
How's your wife
I
doing?
really believe she had it, to really be honest with you. I think she had a false negative because she was definitely sick.
I think you're right. I think there's a lot of false negatives. We had a friend, I told you, the daughter was in the hospital. She got transferred to another hospital. She tested negative 4 times. But she was so sick. She's home now on oxygen. They did x-ray of her lungs, and it was everything they're seeing in positive patients. 4 times she tested negative, and I think there's a lot of false negatives. I think the number is far larger than we realize.
You know,
Yeah.
have you seen the way they do the test? I mean, your daughter knows, right? Where they put the thing in your nose?
Yeah.
From what I was watching, it hurts.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I've been told.
So people move their head back, and you're going to get, some snot on there from just the nose. But if you don't get deep enough and you don't hit the cell, it's always going to be a negative. That's why I don't understand this testing that they do.
Yeah.
They want more tests, more tests. I don't think that test is ever going to, or they go into the throat and they try to get tissue in the back of
Yeah.
the throat.
Like when they swab you for strep.
Yes, but the problem is if it's high in the cavity and hasn't come down to the lungs, that's not going to work either.
Steve, was she living with you?
No, she was in Orlando, but we went and picked her up. But we kept her at my ex-wife's house because of my wife.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And how is your wife?
I have to be very careful, yeah.
How is your wife?
She's doing good. Chemo's still beating her up. I mean, it's a hard journey, but at least it's moving in the right direction. It's 40% down now. So we'll take the good news, and it's just a fight that she has to do. And just 12 more weeks,
Wow.
and then we should be headed to surgery.
Now, I wanted to ask you, the medical profession has changed, right? They started opening up and doing selective surgeries and things. Has where she's been going, I guess it never missed a beat, or is it better now? Is it more open now? Or things changing?
He never missed a beat. Her particular surgeon, who specializes in the breast cancer, he's still full throttle.
Good. Fantastic. We're going to go to commercial break. You want to stay with us?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's take a quick break. 888-994-4995. Give Steve-O a call. New York Sounds. Book your next event virtually. You know what? Nothing better than having a virtual DJ. He's got the music for you. He'll make a playlist for you. You can send it out to all your guests. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. The way DJ was saying.
And we're, back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. I'm kind of rolling around over here Since I am not very good at cooking, as we do know, I have inherited my my mother's bartending skills. So, Teddy, I'm going to see how this one goes. If you pass this over to Teddy, and if she likes it, I'll give everyone my recipe. It's Gubba rum, pineapple juice, and a maraschino cherry. Just saying.
What do you call that?
That would be Dawn's Pina Colada.
No, that's called a slickster. He invented
Why?
that. Because he started that.
Well, we've got the Gubba rum. You like it, Teddy? Do you need a little more of anything else? We got the Gubba rum silver that we have. It's a little strong, I know. It's a paper cup, and I put a full amount of alcohol in it. Gubba rum silver, just the amount that you like. How's that? Kind of like a 3-finger pour.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about no fingers. All
And
I
then
know.
you
Yeah.
take, and this is organic,
Are you really going to think that this is a recipe?
pure
This is not a
pineapple,
recipe.
and then you just fill in a little bit more that you like.
That's not a recipe. Everybody
Yeah,
drinks
yeah.
that with pineapple. Act slick.
And then,
All right, here we
because
go.
this is what's in my refrigerator. Remember,
She's totally
Genji?
ignoring me.
Remember, Genji talked about what's in your refrigerator, how you can make a cake? In our refrigerator here at the studio, the only thing we are capable of making apparently are drinks. I
Steve-O,
do-
go get a drink.
I do have some crackers, and
You're going to put crackers in this too?
that's all we have here is crackers and
You're gonna
drink
put
mix.
crackers in the drink?
No. And for some reason, I've got cherries, so there you have it. That is my drink of the day with Gubba rum. What's the phone number, Freddie, to call into to get your Gubba rum?
There's a text number here they will send you.
617? Who can read that far away? And Teddy's eating. So let me get the text from Steve-O, from Steve from Gubba Rum. You can text 617-721-7688. You can also check on our cafe press that just went out. It says click here to get more information on your Gubba Rum, or you can call right now, right here, 617-721-7688. Cheers to my Gubba Rum recipe with coconut, let's see.
And you have, well, who is it? We got Juana Hernandez. It says
Oh, that's a
pump up-
lot of rum in
pump-
there.
pump
And
up
I
the
have no
rum.
rocks. Steve was on the line too, Freddie. We should bring him
Steve,
back
where's
over.
your drink?
Steve, I'm going to send you a
No,
drink.
I mean, someone could have dropped off a bottle and been nice.
Here, let's pass this over to Steve-O.
Yeah, we're gonna send you. We're
Got
gonna
it?
send you
There
one.
you
Of,
go.
we're gonna send you one of each, Steve. We just got these. We're gonna send you one of each because
Well,
wanna-
Steve-O, Steve-O, you're close. Come by. We'll leave one. We'll leave it outside for you.
Freddie,
yeah.
I have a lot of people asking, so I need more detail on pricing and stuff like that because I shouted it out the other day on my live feed. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes.
And I got about 16 hits.
My hands are sticky.
Well, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened, Steve.
You're ignoring me.
I am. I made the mistake
I
of
didn't
saying.
want to say anything either.
No. I made the mistake of putting.
He
the-
meant my sticky hands.
I'm not even looking over that. I made the mistake of saying the price on the air, and I got in a lot of trouble because it can only be handled by representatives in Florida. But the rum, I got cases and cases of it in Fort Lauderdale. They are there for pickup or delivery. We will work on that. But yes, it is ready to go. Steve-O is 100% correct. We will give him a couple of sample bottles so he can do his thing. And it's 6 bottles to a case.
3 and 3.
3 and 3, or if you only want white, it'll be 6. And then there's a 7th bottle option that comes with it as well.
Promotional bottle, yes.
Promotional bottle. But I have to be careful how we talk about it on the air, but I always wanted to get into the rum business. Any rum, liquor, all that. Because, and not because I want to make people drink more or anything like this, but
You don't want him to drink less either.
I was at my pool
My
today.
mother trained me so well.
Stop spilling all over the place. I was at my pool today and I was having a little cocktail. And I'm going to tell you, I haven't done this in weeks. I was like a red tomato
I don't know how you had time to sit outside. I was working all weekend.
because my computer goes all the way to the outside.
My daughter said, Mom, don't you take a day off? Not a day, Steve-O. How about an hour?
Should I get my violin?
Not at all. I'm grateful that we have to work.
So I'm sitting there and I was going to call Steve so we could talk about the rum and everything else, but something else came up. I had to do some other things that took forever, but we fixed that. And everything is ready to rock and roll, and I want to start pushing this stuff out. And then I'm watching the news because more and more things are coming back to life little by little. I don't want anybody to follow the wrong rules. But yes, he's 100% correct. We are going to hook you up so we can get out there and party. We're going to have some Gubba rum parties when this thing settles out.
Absolutely.
So we can have rum tasting and everything else. It is very smooth. I mean, this thing, until you taste it, you're not going to realize just how fantastic it is.
Not a fan with the maraschino cherry juice. Let me just put that out there. The cherry's okay, not the juice. I might
Well,
have to
we're
start
missing-
over. I might give this to you to finish, and I'll start over.
No, I don't want that. We're missing. I
Who
can't
drives
drink
you
the
home,
Pepsi.
Dawn?
Now we have our own bartender mixer in Mia, missing in action.
I know. Yeah, she is truly missing in action.
Missing in action. But when this chick, when she makes a drink, you remember in the day you used to do by the eye. You
Isn't it
knew when
called
a
like
shot
an
was there.
8-finger finale or something? She's like an 8-finger
It's
pour.
three-finger finale.
3-finger. She's
But
like
she's
an
like
8-finger.
12-finger. She's a 12-finger pour. This chick makes 3 drinks in a bottle. And I said to her, honey, you're going to have to slow it down. She says, no, they got mad at me one time because I said, that's okay. But in this house, I like a bottle to give at least 12.
Okay, so I got 3 fingers in this little cup.
There's a whole cup. That's a 3-finger cup.
3-finger, 8-finger finale. What is that, by the way? Why is like my mother, you and my mother, maybe you are my brother from another mother.
Do you remember I don't remember the name of the game. Steve will help me. When they used to play 3-card Monte in the street. Remember that?
Spit.
Yep.
Spit?
Yep. There was 3 cards.
Yeah.
And you had to find the Q or the king or whatever, right? The ace of spades. You got to find the card. And they bend the card in the middle because the hands are faster than the eye. So they would let you win 1, maybe 2. They did this to me. I won 2. I won $40.
And then
I
you
told my
lost
sister,
100.
let it ride. I'm red hot. And I lost everything on the next shuffle. And that's why they call it 3-card Monte was 3-finger finale. I could pick your pocket right in front of you. You wouldn't even know.
What about in the street, Freddie, with the ball and the cups, and there was a hole in the middle of the table?
You know, Steve, I never heard that. You had that?
Oh, yeah, there was 3 cups, and you're like, all right, tell me where the ball is, and you move it around, but there was a little hole in the table, and the ball would drop, so all the cups are empty anyway.
So how the hell did you get away with that?
Oh, no one knew. I had a nice tablecloth, and I had foam in the little box underneath the hole, so no one would hear the ball drop. And no one ever knew where the ball was.
We used to play guess the card. So you take a deck of cards, you cut it in half. Now, when you cut it in half, there's a card on top of the one you pick. So that I don't care what this says. I'm looking at the card without you noticing that this card is going to come before your card. So 90% of the time, even when you shuffle, they stay together, those 2 cards, right? So I used to win. I think it put me through NYU.
Susie wants to know where we're located. Susie, our studio is in Boca Raton, but we can bring you in virtually from anywhere. All you have to do is give us a call or let Steve-O from New York Sounds know. You can call us at 888-994-4995.
We are going to be doing Steve-O virtually. We're going to put him on a truck, and then we're going to bring him here. And we're going to have a lot of fun with this.
There's so many things we can do. You can do a virtual party. I'd love to get the sweets truck in. And with the music, get like a cupcake truck out. There's so many things you could do. I think would be so much fun for people in their neighborhood to do. And have a good old-fashioned home party.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, event spaces are going to be a little bit different, but you close off a street and have a party,
I gotta
even
tell
in
you,
your bathing suit in South Florida, why not? Shorts,
Steve,
have some
And
we
fun.
can-
Florida
we
don't
can
know
e-
nothing
we can
about
even-
block parties.
Yeah, we can even go to a hospital for first responders and do a jam set just to say thank you. I mean, think about the irony about what you're going through personally with your wife, right? Go to that hospital first and say thank you, thank you, thank you. There isn't enough thank you that we can demonstrate
It's true.
to first responders. My goodness gracious, you're going to have 10,000 people there, but you got to wear a mask. It's 10,000 people there, you got to wear 10,000 masks. And I'm really serious about
Yeah.
that because it has to be done
You have to
right.
do it the right way,
Got to
correct?
do it the right way. And I don't want anybody saying that we did it the wrong way. I don't want none of that garbage. I've seen enough that this weekend. You want to be angry, be angry.
But think, if everyone stays in their driveways
That
and you
would
have
be
a block
fun.
party, why not, right? You're quarantining with your friends and just have some fun.
Now, I need to ask you guys, how long you been in Florida, Steve-O?
I've been in Florida 16 years.
16, like me. And you've been here all your life, right?
I've been here, I'm 53, 49 years, yeah.
Now, in Florida, they have block parties?
No.
They,
know
There's
nothing
no
I think
blocks.
people do, street parties.
There's no sidewalks. There's no blocks. How can you have a block party?
We do, cul-de-sac party.
Oh, they have a cul-de-sac party. Excuse me.
Well, I have a circle in my neighborhood. It's also, you could a whole circle party.
Okay, you see what I'm
Street
saying?
party.
How the hell do you have a block party when you got no blocks?
Everyone has a block.
Who has a block?
What's a block?
In New York City, you go to 12th Street, 12th Avenue, the 12th Street is a block. 13th is a block. 14th is a block. And you close off the block.
Okay, so we close
No,
off
we
from
used
the
to shut
beginning
a
of the street
whole
to the
block
end.
down.
You got to shut it all down.
Shut the whole block down.
In her place, if you shut it down and the cars come, they can't go around the circle. They're going to start screaming. That's why it doesn't work.
Everyone stays in their driveway then. Or you just move. My neighborhood's small. There's not that many cars anyway.
You'd be surprised how many people, just to be a pain, will go right because you put the police barrier up. I don't know. That's the way we did it in New York. We had police barriers.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. We can use lawn chairs. There's all kinds of workarounds.
We got to find blocks. If you have a block in Florida, let us know.
But there is no better DJ than Steve-O from New York Sounds and his crew and DJ Kempke. Did I pronounce it right?
Yep. Yeah, DJ Furious.
DJ Furious. And actually he's commenting, he says, his dad was personal friends with Gary Marshall and his entire family.
Really?
Did you know that?
That what?
DJ Furious's dad was friends with Gary Marshall.
Yeah.
I mean, Tuesday night was the best night on TV. Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days, like that was my Tuesday night babysitter.
You see, I couldn't watch it because
Shamil Shamazel, Haas and
if
Beth
they ever bring
Incorporated.
all those back, they should bring them all
They
back.
should bring them all
But
back
you got to
for
have
fun.
a box of donuts. I don't care where you get them from.
The powdered Entenmann's?
I don't care.
What kind
with
of
a
donuts?
with a gallon of milk. And watch out, diabetes.
The little white powdered ones?
It doesn't matter. My mother used to buy Dunkin' Donuts for us, and we had it with a gallon of milk. And I used to watch K Sarah,
What's
whatever
that?
will be. Remember that one?
I don't remember that one.
You remember that girl?
Did you see Marlo Thomas was on one of the shows yesterday?
You know who she's married to, right?
I do. Phil Donahue.
Phil Donahue. It's Phil Donahue. And they met on the set and fell in love.
She was a beautiful young woman. Oh my gosh. I do think that Sunday morning show is one of the best shows on TV.
The best. Laverne
That's
and
because you and I
Shirley.
are so old.
Nah, it's a
No,
throwback.
Sunday
It's a
morning.
throwback.
Teddy would be like, I am never. My kid run to the other room. I have it on in one room. Chuck has on politics in another room, and Chelsea runs for the hills.
You know, I'm going to tell you, what millennials don't understand, and I'm trying to break Teddy in, you can have your Laverne and Shirley's, your Happy Days today. You can have these shows, these throwback shows.
That's us. We are a throwback
The
show.
industry was about black and white back in the day. There was a lot of black and white controversies. So there was a lot of black shows. Hispanic shows started to come because they wanted to sort of merge all of this stuff. You see Saturday Night Live, and did you see on the Fucci piece, the guy who
Fauci?
played it was it Johnny Depp? Played him on Saturday Night Live.
Brad
It was-
Pitt.
Was it Brad Pitt? Mm-hmm. Brad. Oh, you saw it then?
Yes.
It was hilarious. I
Johnny
can't.
Depp, you're
I don't know
close.
who they are.
Brad Pitt.
I don't care. He's a pit, a
But-
lemon lime, makes no difference. But boy, was he hilarious.
Some of those shows, though, Fred, nowadays, and you guys will agree, wouldn't make it nowadays. Like, for instance, All in the Family. Archie
Oh, my
Bunker
God.
would never make it nowadays.
True
The
that.
biggest racial issues on All in the Family. Think about it, right? Never would that make it. People thought that was funny, and now it's just
And
horrifying.
And then, I don't know if you guys saw, a couple years back, they tried to redo The Odd Couple.
I saw that. That didn't work
Back-
either.
I don't know, I forgot who it was, but that flunked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know.
It's got to be a sign of the times.
Sunday morning to me was Pop used to go and grab bagels from the Fresh Bakery because you could smell it down the block. And he'd come home and we'd watch on WPIX Abbott and Costello.
Channel
Oh
11.
my gosh.
And then the Honeymooners came on.
You're
Oh.
not old enough, Steve, to watch Abbott and Costello and the Honeymooners. You're younger than me.
Come on, let me tell you something. My 27-year-old daughters, to this day, watches Abbott and Costello.
Really?
They're the best.
We love them.
They were the
Wow.
best.
Steve was
They were
younger-
good. They were funny. They were good. What is the name of the show that had the junkyard guys?
Stanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. I'm coming to see you, Gloria. Oh my God, I used to die with that show. Love that show.
You know what I want to find, though, if anyone's watching? I want to find a bakery or a breakfast place that is delivering bagels on Sunday for Mother's Day. Because how great would it be to be able to send Grandma breakfast on Mother's Day? Because we can't
Grandma's
go.
Bakery. Dawn, Grandma's Bakery here in Delray.
Yeah? Let's give them a call.
And there you have it.
Teddy, let's give them a call. Grandma's Bakery in Delray. Let's give them a call. Let's promote it because we can't go to Grandma, but let's send Grandma brunch, the brunch that we would normally do for Mother's Day. That's great. Thank you, Steve-O.
It's not going to be an easy call for Mother's Day because a lot of people, it just is what
Well,
it is.
you're kind of in between because many people have been quarantined for 6-8 weeks, and you think, I can go see Grandma. And then you think, but what if that one visit gets Grandma sick? You can't live with that. So my sister's going to go be social distance from my mom on the patio. Now, theoretically, I could go and do the same thing, but then you're thinking 2 people, and then I've been here, and Aaron's been to
But you
visit
gotta
me.
put on
Do
your
I
mask.
go or do I not go?
You
So
got to put your mask on.
is it even worth it,
Yes,
though?
it is. I'm going to tell you something. Dawn doesn't wear
No,
her
I mean,
mask.
is it worth it to expose people? I guess with a
No,
mask you
it's
can
up,
go.
It's up to you. If my mother were alive, I would fly to PR because I would say, of course it's worth it. It would be a problem because she was sick, and I would have to stay away from her, maybe not stay in the house. I get it. But if you do it correctly, how does it make you feel to see your mom?
Sure.
Well, there you have it. That answers the question. The problem, Steve-O, is that Dawn's mask covers her head. So she has to put 2 holes in the mask so she can see out of it.
So this weekend I went to get antibody tests. I thought, let me go before everyone else finds out that it exists in South Florida, because it does exist here. And I went to MD now in Boca Raton, and it does exist. By the time I left, there was a line out the door because other people realized it existed also. Between my sunglasses and my mask and my gloves, you know what? I was only doing it for 45 minutes because it took me that long to have it done. God bless the first responders that are in these masks
8 to 12 hours.
all these hours, day after day, because I almost wanted to go outside because I was like going crazy in the mask. So God bless you all for doing what you do.
Oh,
And
you
did-
would have laughed. Yesterday, I took my daughter. Now, my youngest daughter gets embarrassed easy because she's the cool one, So I said, come on, let's go to the store. So I've been wearing a bandana, a black bandana. So I wear a bandana. She gets out of the car. And all of a sudden, when she's not looking, I put a Batman mask on. And I walk the whole public with a Batman mask, a bandana. She's like, Dad, please. To
But
me,
I
that
think
was
that's
the best.
cool.
Were you wearing a tank top?
No, I don't wear it. I don't wear it to the store.
Can you imagine Steve walked around town in a Batman mask, a bandana, and a tank top?
How do you get a Batman mask?
Ask him, I don't know.
I would do that every day of the week. I would go on the air with a Batman mask.
We're going to get you a Batman mask.
I think it's
Yeah.
cool to wear a mask.
Steve, how do people contact you to get booked for New York Sounds? Let's book a virtual party, everyone. Virtual graduation. Everyone's putting these signs out. Did you see Handcuff, how busy she is? She sold 149 graduation signs in 6 weeks. It's normally her year's income. 149 in 6 weeks. So when they're doing virtual graduation signs, let's do a virtual graduation party. Why not?
Why not? Well, maybe we get right into the schools and we do a party a day or something. You and I will talk about the platforms to stay away from trouble. I think it'll be fun.
Actually, you know what this week is? This week is Teacher Appreciation Week. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
This week is Teacher Appreciation. So a huge shout out to all of our teachers that do what they do, that are going that extra mile right now from their home and trying to reach all of these kids and getting them access and somehow making it work for them. And I know some of the schools, including my daughter, they're doing a parade this week where you can drive by your neighborhood school. They're doing a teacher parade and get to visit the kids. There are restaurants that are giving food away to the teachers. There's another one in Hallandale, I think, for her school, that dinner for 4. If you come by, they put it in your car for Teacher Appreciation Week. So shout out to all the teachers. Maybe you can do a teacher appreciation party.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Your wife is a teacher.
Yeah.
What is she?
And
Is
I
she
didn't know
teaching
that,
now?
so thank you for telling me.
What, is she teaching now? What is she doing?
She's teaching now. Yeah, she teaches every
All
day.
virtual?
All virtual.
How's it going?
You know, honestly, for my wife, it's actually been a blessing. This
Yes.
whole pandemic. You
Yes.
know, because since she started chemo, we've been in the house. So
She wouldn't have been
doesn't
able
know
to.
doctor.
Yeah.
So shout out to all of our teachers. Steve-O, how do people reach you?
561-503-6570.
New York Sounds, and I want look into your Take a Break TV show that
He doesn't know about.
We did follow from 2020 Vision because that popped up. So
The
I
one
think
you don't
we
know
should do it,
about.
Freddie.
The one he doesn't know
Let's
about.
put it on our Amp Media Productions Network.
Absolutely, and I think we're gonna do the events channel, and we'll call it Steve-O's TV or Take a Break TV.
Totally serious. Let's do it once a week, Steve-O. Let's put it out, 30 minutes. Interview a local business, and we do it in the morning or in the afternoon. You guys pick a time.
I think it's important, Steve-O, that you're leading the way with the music side of this thing, but there are people now that are going to have an opportunity to do things like you, and I know that you take in and you show them and you teach them. It's an important aspect of what's going on right now. The different concepts, I mean, think about it. Steve-O on a flatbed, man, and we call it the Naked
Ferris Bueller's
DJ
Day
or
Off.
whatever. We come up with a spiffy name.
Spiffy.
You can even put a banner up on top of it and let people know what
Ted,
you're
did you
doing.
know what spiffy means?
What's wrong with that?
How old are you? How old are you?
Spiffy's no good?
97?
Spiffy is old? Spiffy?
Spiffy.
What's better, snazzy?
I don't know, Buff. Let's ask.
Buff? Thank you.
Biff?
What's wrong
Spiffy?
with that? I watched Lorena and Shirley.
Spiffy.
You don't like that?
I like it. It's just like
What's the matter
old
with you?
school.
You know, your mother, everything your mother says, she says you're correct. You sleep with one eye open, one eye closed. Is
I
it
only
what
have
gotta
one
do
eye, so
here?
we're good.
Are you just watching this?
It's the
I-
Gubba
I-
Rum.
It's the Gubba. The Gubba has his the mother. Hmm? You know what I mean about that?
God
Steve-
bless the government.
Steve-O, when
God
everything
bless
gets
the
back, I
Gubba,
want
he
you to
says.
come down. We're going to be doing the two boys from the gangs from New York again. I want to bring that up as well. I want to get the platform going. I want to get the podcast going. We have everything in place to do this thing. Let's push it out. If you have a product you want to bring to the surface, listen, the team is waiting. You can't say it's a bad idea, I never got around to it. You have nothing but 6-8 weeks to put it together and get it done.
866-224-5422. Contact Steve-O, New York Sounds, to do your virtual party. Book your next event because you know what? We are coming back. You may wear masks. Maybe you have like bridal lacy masks. I don't know. There's going to be a way to do this. Can't you see the weddings? They're going to be white. If you're from the bride's side, white lace, and you have black tuxedo masks for the groom's side.
That is the best.
Totally
That is
just came in my head,
outstanding.
right?
Steve-O,
Dawn, you should have never said that online because that could have been your whole thing.
that could have been your idea. What's the matter with you?
Right,
And
I'm gonna call
reverse the
You know
tape.
what?
Take it off the
Yeah,
air.
that's-
Trademark by promo stuff for you.
I'm going to tell you, Steve-O,
What a great idea is that?
I got a better idea.
Can't you see it?
Stop, ignore that remark. Do not even listen to that. Steve-O
Because
for
you know what?
president.
Everyone else is
Steve-O for president. Steve-O, I want you to run for president.
You want me to go for president?
I want you to run for president. We're not going to
He's
win.
gonna have to keep a shirt on though.
No, he'll be the naked press. I want to put your get Andrea on the line. I want to get banners to say Steve-O for president. I don't care if he doesn't win. I don't care if he don't get a vote. He's going to get at least 3 votes, right?
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine you on a truck and Steve-O for president? Oh my goodness gracious.
Say good morning to Faith.
Good morning, Faith. Faith, the next president of the United
Say
States.
good morning to Amy Reshevsky.
Good morning, Amy
Good morning, my
Reshevsky.
fellow Americans.
Yes, Steve-O from New York Sounds, next president of the United States. I love that concept.
Steve-O, thank you so much. We're going to get
No
this
problem. I
going.
love you
I want to
guys.
talk to him after the show about really putting this forward.
Yes, we're all ready, Steve-O. I'll call you right after the show.
We're going to take a break. 888-994-4995. You can see I've got all of my mixes here for our Gubba Rum Pina Colada Special. Give
Steve-O
us
for
a call.
president.
We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, And they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
His abilities as a dry cleaner are so undeniable, Dry Clean Only tags have his phone number printed on the back. Stubborn stains sometimes call him late at night just to apologize. His pickup and delivery service is so fast, his vans have pit crews. He is the most interesting dry cleaner in the world.
You don't always dry clean, but when you do, use A&T Dry Cleaners. Stay dirty, my friends.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hey, we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. Howdy, Amy Rashevsky. I can't wait to change our backdrop. I'm really looking forward to getting
Take
some
it
new
easy.
pieces.
I got lots of other things to work on. You know, you were so busy this weekend that you want to start changing. Just take it easy.
We were so busy this weekend.
Take it easy. This show.
We've got a new show launching in an hour.
I know. This part of the show brought to you by Gubba Rum. GubbaRum.com. Get your Gubba on. 6 bottles, and you get a promo bottle. Promo. Did I say the word promo?
Promotional.
That one. Promo bottle. If you order 6, promo bottle. And there's a text number where you can find out availability of where it's available. You have that text?
Yes, we have that right up on the screen. Teddy's going to
Teddy,
put the
put it
number
up
up there for the screen.
Because I can't remember. 617, was it?
I made it bigger for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's
And
a
I'm
lot
really
bigger.
looking forward to Healing Moments
What's that
opening
number?
back up. 617-721-7688.
There you go. 20/20 vision in the house.
Hardly.
But you got it.
Pick an eye, any eye. No, just say it.
Pick this side. Anyway, Healing Moments.
Healing Moments,
Our friend
Tracy
Tracy.
McDonough. I reached out to Tracy last week. They were doing some electrical restructuring in the building, so she was closed for a couple days, but they're back open. And I have to tell you, no one does it better than building your immune system through Healing Moments.
And they do it professionally, yes. Absolutely.
The infrared sauna, the products that they have, the inhalations, the 2.5 water We talked this morning about all these chemicals that we're using, the hand sanitizers, the alcohol, the aloe. I mean, so many chemicals, the Lysol, what you're cleaning your house with, what you're bleaching your clothes with. It has to have a toxic effect on your body. If you're me, sometimes just breathing has a toxic effect on your body. Clearly, you see what happened to me this weekend.
Don't be looking at me and saying I'm a toxic effect.
Not you, but just what's happening in our
Just in
environment.
case,
You know,
'cause
all of these things that you're
I feel-
hearing on the news, and it's a whole nother conspiracy side of me that we're not going to
Yeah,
discuss.
let's not go down there. Well, you're going to mess everything up.
Contact healing moments, because what Tracy does just to strengthen your mindset, because as we've talked about before, the amount of people that have physically been impacted by corona, by COVID-19, is significantly less than those that have been emotionally and psychologically impacted by the COVID-19. And what Tracy can do at Healing Moments is so remarkable for your mindset, for your peace of mind, even post-surgery, because as you see with Steve-O, surgeries are continuing. His wife had surgery. She's going for chemo. What Tracy does is she works with post-surgical breast reconstruction and breast surgery to help release some of that scar tissue. And she's doing it safely with the 2.5 water, clean everything with a mask, sterilizing everything, because you know what? For people, life has to continue. If you have suffered from cancer or breast cancer and you've had surgery, you know what? You should have that same right to get better as everybody else.
Absolutely. And if you are writing in, yes, it is The Naked DJ with Steve-O, and we're going on the healing tour.
Contact
Look at this.
Tracy at Healing Moments, 561-931-2187. She's located right around the corner from us in Boca Raton at 3200 North Federal Highway. By appointment only. There are no walk-ins, so you know it is safe. One at a time.
But we're taking her with us. She's
Always.
she's going to be there, handing out the cards and letting people know Healing Moments is in the house. And we take her with us. And if you need anything done, she'll tell you how to do it virtually or whatever it is going to be going on. But there's nothing wrong with handing out business cards when we go on this Healing Moments tour.
I called her last week. I said, can I come in for water? Can I come in for a beamer? She said, as soon as they fix in the building what they're fixing, everyone, I guess, is taking the time now to do some renovations in their buildings, right? Whether it's corporate or personal, everyone's doing some home renovations.
Healing Moments. So we're going to go on the Healing Moments tour with Steve-O, the DJ.
We're taking Steve with us. I want to take some of those cupcakes with us.
I'm going to tell you, no, we get cupcakes from
And the brownies.
animator.
That's what I'm. Or the animator. Okay.
Animator, you can't do that. No, I'm telling you, I'm going to put this Steve-O deal together, the DJ on the back of this truck, and we're going to do some healing on that, 15 minutes. If you put your lawn chairs and stuff out with mask, no mask, we keep going. And we bring Tracy with us and let her hand out her Healing Moments card, because I think it's an important aspect to get it out there. We'll switch our sponsors and just give out the cards at this thing. I could see a party growing out of this thing. I will even bet $100 it will make the news, because we got to get out there. It's time to do it with mask and whatever we got to do. Just play some music. I
Have
love
some
it.
fun, right? Because
Why
this
not?
is going to be, I can't even say the new normal. This is normal. It's not new anymore. This is where we are. I think Wendy Blum said we're at day 50 of this, depending on when you started quarantining. Day 50, and we just keep going. It's all you can do is keep going.
New ideas. We got the turnkey operation working
I'm
now.
really excited about that, by the way.
Turnkey operation. Not only do you get a turnkey that we're going to go to and send everything you need to do what you see here, but we are also going to walk you through it, how to do other platforms to enhance your business, make it better. And for business owners, if you want to give your workers computers and everything else, we're going to hook you up and we'll walk them through it, and we'll make sure that they can work from home. If you don't want them to come in, or you want to sort of balance it out until everybody gets over this thing and we do it safely.
It's really interesting. I actually got a letter from the SBA over the weekend, an email, not a letter, saying that they're processing the EIDL for us. We'll see what happens. They said they're processing, they got it. It's the first thing I've heard in I did it when we were on quarantine, so that was, 5 weeks ago when I applied for it. So I didn't even know if they got it. Apparently they got it. We'll see if money, if and what comes through to keep us going like everybody else. But apparently things are being processed.
You do that?
I'll let you know how that goes.
You do that. I'm relying on just good old-fashioned
Great.
hard work.
And we're
get it
doing that
going.
too.
And
Because
get it
if
going.
it doesn't come through, the letter's great. Until I see that money hit our account, we don't know. We'll see what happens.
I think there's enough talent out there to bring people forward. You guys have great ideas. We got another couple of calls today We're going to be looking at some material. We're going to be bringing in. We got the network. We got the shows. We got the radio station. We got a lot of guts.
Speaking of a lot, I have to let everybody know that the Farrow Law Firm, Jay Farrow and Janine Davis of the Momentum Mindset Show, of the Verdict TV show, they are repositioning right now their platform on radio to get all the information out to all of our viewers and listeners, all of their viewers and listeners, to let you know that the Farrow Law Firm is there to help you with crisis management, with foreclosures, with bankruptcies, with options, because maybe some of those don't work for you, but just how to have the negotiations, just to have the conversation with your landlord, with your creditors, with your clients, and they're here to help you at the Farrow Law Firm.
That's right. And that's an important aspect. It's called clever negotiation, because they, on the other side, are going to have their people. You want to have your people, but you got to make that phone call. Somebody has to. And if you don't think that you can handle the situation, give Jay and Janine a phone.
And I'm really excited about what they're doing, because they see the need in the community. They have always stepped up to what the community needs. And I love that they're going, it says going legal on their new platform. They're going legal for this month, even though they are a law firm, and they are always there to help you with corporate, with the bullying, with all of these things that they're working with, RICO cases. But right now, people need help specifically.
Exactly. And the bottom line is, nothing happens if you don't make a phone call.
Make a phone call. Farrow Law Firm.
I can guarantee you that you don't take a shot, you're not going to score. So things are changing. And what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you right off the bat, it's going to change, and it's going to be fast. You're going to see ideas on top of ideas on top of ideas. You're going to see everybody has this pent-up emotion. It's like Steve says, second quarter is going to be crazy. And you want to be able, we've been talking about this for weeks. You should be planning, getting ready for the onslaught.
You know, it's interesting, though, because things are opening up. Medical offices are opening, right? That's the only thing I've seen opening thus far. Patients aren't coming in.
Not yet.
So you talk about restaurants. Even if you open, doesn't mean patrons are coming in right
But
now.
I said this last week.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you. Medical offices, I'm getting emails from different doctors, and doctors that you have to schedule from one visit to the next. You have a year before they're open again. They're open, when they called me the other day, they said, I can come in 2 weeks. So I'm happy to jump on it, because thankfully I'm in an age group that I'm not as concerned than some people that are in the elderly age group that are going for their follow-up visits, and I get that. So even though things are opening, I really think now is the time to take advantage of being able to get to the doctors, of being able to do some of the things that maybe you couldn't do before, of taking advantage of sale prices. Maybe get a generator for hurricane season if that's what you're looking to do as we roll into that. There are sales, there are options, there are opportunities. If you can afford to do those things, now is a great time to support local.
Well, the bottom line here is that no matter how many places open, psychologically, we got to be willing to go back. You got to be able to trust the system, trust yourself, trust the person next to you is going to do the right thing. You know, I hate to be the one that's always harping the negative, but if you've done everything right and you go to a restaurant and somebody's there with no mask and just sitting there farting and doing what they do.
Seriously,
Teddy, you're going to get up.
Did he really?
And you're going to get up and you're going to be upset. But I got to tell you, the reason I use that word is if he coughs, it ain't the same impact. Do you notice the difference? I said cough, you didn't say really.
Did you really think about that?
Of course. If I say the word fart, a guy farts next to you, you're going to get up. I know you're going to get up. I know you're going to get up. Are you going to get up? Yeah. Of course you're going to get up. So the bottom line here is, if you want people to come back, business owners, make sure they have masks. Make sure that those menus, I heard they're going to have menus you throw away after 1 use.
Laminated, yeah.
Or laminated. You want to be, I didn't hear laminated, I heard throw away. You want to make sure you're doing it right, because you have to gain people's confidence
But
again.
you have to give a huge shout out to Mike from Crazy Uncle Mike.
Absolutely.
He's going to be joining us here because tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. We were hoping that we were going to be able to open up for a Cinco de Mayo party. That didn't happen. So we're going to do a small, intimate Cinco de Mayo celebration thanks to Crazy Uncle Mike's. Taco Tuesday, you can call them, place delivery or takeout for Taco Tuesday tomorrow. Also growlers and margaritas. So we're going to get to sample it all right here in a very small way tomorrow. Crazy Uncle Mike. So you know what? Support local. He's done a great job of going out to local shops. He does a little vignette. He does a little snippet Vignette, by the way, we were on a family vacation when I was growing up. Yeah, you play car games, road games, and my dad throws out this word vignette, and we told him that wasn't a word.
It is a word.
And he says, it is, look it up. Well, you couldn't look it up. There were no cell phones back in the day. But my dad used to throw these zingers out of words on car games, and that was one of his.
It's a sign of intelligence.
My dad is quite intelligent,
Yes, he
I
is.
must say.
Absolutely. And he still got it. He's still
definitely does.
Spreading it out. But yes, but the bottom line here is that you want to have the ability to do what you got to do and get it done correctly and get it done. There's plenty of room now. I don't want to hear excuses because it's going to blow by you and you're not going to be able to realize that the bigger dog is the one that gets the most fleas. So they're going to be a whole lot faster. They're going to be faster. They're going to be quick to the draw. Psychologically, you
That
got to
is the
bring
truth.
people back. It doesn't matter how many businesses open. It matters how many people come.
But I'm really excited, Freddie, and we didn't talk about it on this show. We talked about the 9 o'clock show. The new, we don't have an official name for it yet.
The turnkey?
The turnkey program.
Yeah.
It's about leveling up your business. It is not about opening up your laptop and turning on your webcam and getting your message out there with a virtual background. That has worked phenomenally right now while we're in quarantine. But to go forward, businesses are going to have an A, a B, a C team to open up their offices. There's going to be a schedule of employees. There's going to be a workflow through the office. Who goes in the elevator? Who goes down what hallway, when, and how? It's not going to be just a free-for-all anymore. So people will be working from home on those off days to keep their hours up, even with the PPP. Not everyone's going back into the office. It's going to be scheduled. So this program, this turnkey program, that takes the equipment to a whole nother level, the equipment, the cables, and the tech support. That's what's
the
huge.
killer right there. We're
Is
gonna
a
walk it through.
proper camera, the proper tech support, the proper programs placed into your computer so it's not just a regular platform, double encrypted. No one is coming into your call to know that your system is safe, your work product is safe, and then if you're going on screen, your visual is clear.
That's right.
And that is what changes between what you and I do as a production company and the businesses that we work with and everyone else's laptop.
That's
Because
right.
it becomes a full production. And what we have happening today at 2:30 with Chanel, with Pamela Chanel David, Reinvented Life, the Reinvented Life Network. She wanted a new intro that we were able, very fortunately with our tech support, to put together within, oh my gosh,
Couple of
24 hours
Yeah.
to put this together overnight because what we had, she wanted something leveling up. We do have the means and the technical support to really sub some of this work out to other contractors that work with us.
Yes, so there isn't the word we can't do. I didn't even propose it to her because there was a cost attached to it, and I didn't think that she was going to go in that direction.
You know
but
what I learned from that? I learned a valuable lesson.
Always offer it, let them turn it down.
And that is what they told us yesterday. Offer it. Never assume that you think you know what somebody else wants. You offer it, they say yay or they say nay.
That's right.
But at least we offer it. We shouldn't always try to give them the best value because, you know, what if they want more and they're willing to pay for more? We do what we do, but if some of our contractors can offer more for them, then we sub it out that way. It still stays under our production umbrella.
Well, the object of the game is to get what you want accomplished. So with the turnkey and everything else that goes with it, new shows that come forward, all of this stuff. I have an announcement hopefully on Wednesday. We're going to have the WWE former wrestler with Joy because they want Joy to get involved with
Remember
the
when
WWE.
Loren and I talked about Jello wrestling, I think it was, or chocolate syrup
I
wrestling?
don't know what the hell you're talking
Remember
about.
Loren?
Who's Loren?
You remember from,
Oh, yeah.
you do.
Yes, I do. I do. But no, this is the Professional Wrestling Association, WWE, and we're going to make an announcement hopefully tomorrow. We're going to be working with Joy. They've asked Joy, I mean, Joy is like, looks like a professional wrestler anyway, but they have one of the announcers who used to be a wrestler, and she called me today, and they want to join the network on Wednesday. So more to be seen, and we're going to see how that works out.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Marnie of our new show starting tomorrow.
What's the name of the show, Dawn?
We're going to find out from Marnie. I have it.
What's the name of the show?
True to Myself with Marnie.
There you go.
There you have
There you
it.
have it.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences, from water solubles, topical creams and oil drops, to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Ding, ding, ding.
I got nothing to say. They got you.
I'm sitting back drinking, and you're on your phone.
I'm
And
talking to your daughter.
welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe on our Manic Monday. I'm excited because we've got Marnie Vation joining us.
Who?
Marnie Vation.
Who's that? Marnie Vation.
Marnie Vation, as in motivation.
Marnie Vation.
We got Marnie Vation.
Marnie Vation.
And there she is. How are you doing, beautiful?
Hi, how are you? How are you guys doing?
We're great. We're so excited for your show tomorrow night.
Oh, you and me both. It's a dream. It's a dream come true. Yes, I'm so excited.
And I'm excited about what your son did. Freddie sent me the video. Oh my gosh. How old is he?
He's 14 and he's a miracle, which we'll talk about, but he has a very rare genetic disorder and he goes to a school with special needs. And we never thought he was athletic or anything. And I showed him your video yesterday because I could do that. I'm like, you can? And he goes, yeah. And I'm watching him 17, 18, 19. And I'm like, one more for good luck. And it was like, oh my God, you inspired my son. It was beyond, literally beyond. So, yay.
Well, I am so happy. That was amazing. And just that he's never done that before. Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
I had no idea he was secretly training all this time, doing push-ups to get bigger, because if he was bigger, nobody would bother him. So it was like the sweetest thing. I know.
What's his name?
Noah.
Shout out to Noah. Congratulations. So I did post that on my post. So I hope you can share that out as well, because that is tremendous.
Yes, we're going to challenge a few people. So we're going to do that.
Oh, I love that. And that's all goes back to Feeding South Florida.
Yes. Are you ready for tomorrow?
I am so ready. I was ready, but I know tomorrow it's going to be but I am so excited that you can probably hear me screaming of excitement over there in Boca.
Oh my gosh. So you have a Marnie Vation Monday for us.
Yes. Well, I'm wearing a shirt that says, love. Can you see it? Love everybody. Love the people around you and be happy.
Be happy.
That was the shirt. I wear affirmation shirts all the time. But today, my motivational moment is the best decision you can make is to be in a good mood, right? The best decision is to be in a good mood.
Which isn't so easy right now for some people.
No, it's not. It is so hard. It's probably one of the hardest things anybody's going to have to do today. Even getting out of bed for some people is probably excruciating. But I was somebody that was in a dark room for a year in bed every day. And that one day I went outside and saw the sunlight, boom, it was like, wow. And I started to heal. And then I started to walk a little bit, not a marathon, baby steps every day. But you've got to get out of that funk if anybody's in it, because now is the time to get that inner strength. We all have it. We all do not know how resilient we are until we are put in a situation. And right now we're forced to face our resilience, and everyone's gotten through it this far and keep going. It's almost over and we've made it. But don't, if you can, don't stay in that sad place. As hard as it is, if I can do it, I promise anybody can. Laugh, dance, move, call somebody. May happens to also be Mental Health Awareness Month. So we're tapping into that. There's NAMI, you can call them, National Alliance of Mental Illness. Any time of the day, they have people to talk to you, 800-950-NAMI. And they are a resource around the country for everybody. But don't suffer alone. And I know, I say be in a good mood. If you could just look in the mirror and smile for some people, there, you did something to make yourself happy today.
That's why, I want to introduce you to Freddie's Wacky World of Silliness, which is a segment that I used to do back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, Wacky World of Silliness.
Before me.
Oh, this is going back when I was coaching. One of the things that I found out when I was coaching for over 20 years on young children was if you gave them 5 seconds or 15 minutes, whatever you want to give them, to let them be wacky, number one, they wouldn't do it because they had to do it in front of the team. But when they got to know the team, my guys that tell you, the ones that play for me over and over, they used to lead the way. And that used to take away all the tension to do something
For
silly.
wackiness?
Yeah. You acted wacky, and you did a silliness. Yeah. And you did that, and then your whole day. I mean, think about that. If you can laugh at yourself, you can laugh at anything, right? And they used to turn everything around, and you used to bleed positivity. And watch what happens.
But I think the hardest thing is sometimes getting out of that dark room, especially now, because people are told to quarantine. So you stay home, you watch TV, and you watch TV, and you watch TV, and you walk the dog, and you watch TV. You don't realize, metaphorically even, you're in this dark room. And how do you get outside? How do you take that first step to get out? Even though they're telling us not to get out yet, at some point we have to. How do we take that first step?
With what our limitations are for what we have, if you're watching TV, find that funniest movie you've ever watched before. If you want to go outside, just take a walk and put on one song. Just that one thing to make it bearable. Watching TV gets monotonous. Turn off the news, put on a comedy. Laugh, laugh, laugh. It helps the immune system. It's so hard. It takes every bit of strength you have. It took every bit of strength I had to get up and go out. But you can do it. Everybody can, even if it's just walking out of your front door that you haven't done in months, you can do it. And then when you make that baby step, you're like, then you take another baby step, and it's a domino effect. And when somebody in your house is happy, it trickles down. So if mommy's happy, then daddy will be happy, and then the child will be happy. So it's a spread of kindness everywhere. But it's so hard, but we've done it. Everyone's made it this far in their life. You can keep going.
Now, I wanted to ask, Marnie is not somebody who's like a jar of peanut butter. So you open up the peanut butter and you take a little spread, and everything goes away. There is no pill to this. This is constant work. This is constant, everyday work. People think that when we put shows together, that it's simple. Teddy will tell you the truth of how difficult.
Maybe we don't want Teddy to tell anyone the truth.
No, but you have to have somebody tell you the truth. And Marnie is about to underscore the truth, because it's not easy to do what you do. It's not easy to be who you are, but it's not supposed to be, damn it. What is wrong with everybody? You think life is easy?
Well, you think what we do every day is easy?
Nothing is easy, but can you imagine if you walk around and you're not happy, you're depressed, you're sad, and then this thing takes forward, and this other thing happens. Look at the earthquakes in Puerto Rico. Look at the panic. Look at this. Look at that. If you let this thing run you down, you're never going to get out of it.
But here's the thing.
Tell me.
People don't say, I'm going to let this run me down. People started out, I got this. I got this. I got this. And you know
he
what?
got you. He
And
got
now, you don't got this so much. And so we didn't go in saying it's going to break me. But I got to tell you, just the factors out there, even if it doesn't break you every day, there are going to be moments when you're going to say, I cannot do this anymore.
Of course it's going to chip away.
And it's normal. And you're supposed to cry. And you're supposed to get angry. Just don't stay in that place. That's what I did. I got sadder and more sad. And then it just took me to a dark place. Feel it. You're supposed to own your emotions. That's so healthy. You wouldn't be normal if you didn't. But then breathe, take a deep breath, and then go back to life. But let it out. If you feel you're getting frustrated around your family, tell them, guys, I'm taking a time out. I'm getting too much in here. Bye. And do what makes you happy. But let everybody know and communicate. And that way, a lot of problems and arguments will not happen. I promise.
That is true. You have to respect each other's personal spaces right now.
But this is why God created the folding chair. You pick up your chair, and I don't care if you park in the middle of the street. You pick up your chair, you go to the front of your house, and you sit by your mailbox. Sit anywhere you want, and you take that time.
You need to take some time.
That's right. And you breathe, and you look at that sun, and if there's nobody around you, and that's the way you want to do it, that's fine. But you got to take that first step. Because what do we always say? You either get or you get got. And if you get got, it's difficult to get, no?
It's funny, you know the day we had yesterday, hours and hours with tech support, right? So it was like 6:15 and everyone said, well, what's for dinner? And I looked at them and I thought I got two choices. One is I can do something for me, or two is we make dinner, or we do something for me and then we eat dinner. And no one was really moving very quickly. They went, what's for dinner? And all looked at each other. So I got on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And I ran. I did my last run through India. I went to the Taj Mahal, which was spectacular. Came out. It was 8 o'clock. I made dinner. No one said boo. But if I had not taken that time for me and I'd made dinner, I would have never worked out. I would have been in a major funk. And they would have eaten an hour earlier. I said, you know what? I got to do this for me. You can eat without me, or you can wait and I will eat dinner with you.
But why didn't you just say, what are you cooking?
Yeah, that didn't happen.
But
anyway,
you didn't say it.
But I had to take that time and take that choice for me to take my time off. Because you and I would have, you know what happened yesterday, Freddie, so.
On your phone, there's a recording.
Yeah.
We are going to record certain phrases. So when somebody says, what's for dinner? You hit the button that says, what are you cooking?
I
Somebody
actually
says,
cooked last night, by the way.
because you wanted to, which is fine. But if you need to separate for a minute or two, you got to be able to do
But
that.
the personal space, I think, Marnie, right now where we're at, always, but especially now.
So important. So important. And I say this before I tell my children, I'm not yelling at you. I'm frustrated. So they sometimes would misinterpret, why are you yelling at me? So it's all situational, and what we have going on inside, it comes out on the outside. But let your family know, guys, I need my space. Guys, I'm doing my thing. And if you have that open line of communication, most important in life, and especially now, and owning that space of yours, you feel such a sense of relief by not people pleasing. It's such a wonderful feeling.
And let me ask you, you have a 14-year-old at home. What is it like? He goes to a special needs school usually. Now he's home. What is that like for him?
It's hard. It's very hard because his school, they're not social, and he doesn't have friends, really. So being isolated here. But what he did, he was staying home in a funk, and just one day he goes more for a bike ride. His bike has been downstairs since September. He never used it. That was his happiness, and he decided for the first time to get back on his bike. So now every day he's in and out of his bike. So that was his way of, and he sees people outside, and he'll wave to, he'll talk to people that know him if they drive by. So it's nice. He did that for himself, and that gives him his exercise, and he enjoys it.
That's amazing. Because we don't really ever hear it from the kids' perspective, because a lot of our demographics older. We're in our 50s. We got grandchildren, and you've got grandchildren. We never hear from the kids' side of what it's like for the kids to be home right now, or what it's like for the parents to have their kids home.
Well, having a 20-year-old daughter who should be in college, I love.
She's home too?
Love her. She's home, and this is not a fraternity house. It kind of looks like one in her room, and she's missing her life, everything. She's having a harder time than my 14-year-old.
Where is she in school?
She's at UF. She'll be a junior next year, so go Gators. And
Go Gators.
yeah.
See, I
Yeah,
can
there's
say
a
Go
good
Gators
one.
because my kids went there. Even though it's still all about the U, I can still say Go Gators.
It ain't about the U, it ain't about the F, it ain't about nothing. It's about go to school, get it done, be happy.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to ask real quick because a lot of people are writing to me about how difficult it was before all this happened to believe in oneself, to say, you know something, I am going to go to my core and I'm going to put it out there. A lot of kids, a lot of young kids are under so much pressure. I get it. I get it. We work with our interns, we work with our producers. They are under a tremendous amount of pressure. I get it. I understand that. But then here's the test. Just like you take a test in school every day, here's your new test. You got to look down deep inside. You got to look at those around you, like Marnie, who have had it even more difficult. And here she stands to tell you it's okay not to be okay. Take a chance. We talked about this. Take a chance in you. Plenty of help out there, plenty of platforms out there. Man, I'll put you on the air if I got to, and I've proven that in the past.
I got to tell you, Marnie, I don't have a hat on. So I can't say my hat's off to you. Freddie does. But I am so impressed with you because you came on our show, what, 2 weeks ago? Just kind of how I met you with an interview, right?
And
5
here she
years
be.
ago.
Yeah.
Some 5 years ago. Same story. Here we go forward. An interview. And here you are creating your own show 2 weeks later. Your own platform on the radio by yourself. Amazing.
Beyond. That is why never, ever give up. I have had a million reasons I was knocked down, but I knew there was a purpose, a passion I have, and that is why I am here. My passion is never letting anyone feel the hardships, the depression, everything I went through, that there's another side on that. You can get on that, out of the clouds, into the sunshine. I'm living proof. I am a human testament of triumph from being rock bottom to being way up here with nothing but miles of smiles. That
And what are you going
guys
to
are
talk?
doing.
It's amazing. What are you talking about tomorrow in your first show?
Oh, who I am, a little bit about everything about my book, which right here, True to Myself, Peace, Love, Marnie, Amazon, Kindle, Goodreads. This story, it's meant to go back as a reference. It's inspirational. It's a story of, oh my gosh, that could not have happened to a human being, and you survived it. After every chapter, it's like, how did she survive? But I did because I didn't give up. And by not giving up, I saw you, and here I am.
And Marnie, are you going to be taking phone calls tomorrow's show? Because they do have an open line.
Yes,
You do.
we are definitely taking call-ins, absolutely.
So be
and I'm not
careful.
gonna have,
I'm going to tell you, be
Not-
careful. Because I put out the little post saying the show's coming. She has over 1,200 hits on this thing. And that's 24 hours. So be careful, Marty. They're going to call. You're going to end up doing 2 minutes of show and then about 26 minutes of talking. And remember, you cannot give medical advice on the air. They have to call you back. Has to be off the air. But she's going to be busy. She's opening up the lines. She has no clue about what's coming her way.
God bless
it's
you.
going to be so much fun. Dreams come true, and you need to go through the dark so you can appreciate the light. So it's okay what we're going through now, but it's all going to be amazing.
I love it.
It's pretty amazing.
One
Yeah,
small
you guys-
step.
I'm
One
so
small
excited
step at a
for
time,
you.
right?
I'm so excited
No.
for her.
I am too. You know, and
She reminds me of somebody else I knew 4 years ago.
yeah, and almost 5.
And I have to tell you, I think tomorrow was actually the first interview I had with you 4 years ago.
I remember.
No.
I remember the first interview. I remember leading up to this thing, and it's just an amazing aspect that you've chosen to come forward at one of the darkest moments in the history of this country. And at the end of the day, you will shine brighter It will take you longer. It's going to push you further, because if you do it now, man, you can do it at any time. And now is the time that all of us need you to do this. And here we go.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. You guys are just my angels. I absolutely am so blessed and so grateful. And maybe that's why more blessings are coming, because I count my blessings every minute of every day.
You're amazing. And what is your daughter doing now that she's home?
Oh, not much. Watching Netflix and Netflix and Netflix and eating and Netflix and eating. And
20.
20.
I'm gonna ask your daughter to be interviewed by one of our producers. We have about 3 different platforms that she could do that. Why not?
What's she majoring in?
Broadcast journalism.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Of course you
Another
do.
one.
Another.
Now, I want to ask you, what is the Facebook page? Because you switched up on me. It's not the book page, it's something else. What's the Facebook page where they can catch the show?
The Facebook page will be on Marnie Goldman or Peace Love Marnie. It should be both, actually. I think there's a way that I'm going to try and have them combined.
No,
If
we're going to
not,
share it on all your pages, but with the originator is Peace Love Marnie, no?
Peace Love Marnie page, yes.
Okay.
So everybody go to Peace Love Marnie page on Facebook tomorrow night at 3:30.
And you have her, she's going to have a different connection for tomorrow night?
She's going to be at the radio station.
She's coming in?
No, she's going to go virtual.
She has
We
a
can't have her
different
come
connection?
in.
No, we need
Yeah.
to give her a different connection.
Yes, I'm going to give her the password. I'm going to test and everything else. And Marnie, when this thing is all said and done, you're going to have multiple places to be able to do what you do. And we're going to bring in people, 12 at a time, 10 at a time, whatever it is. So you can sell your books. You could do that. Did you ever do an official book signing?
I was supposed to, and the world shut down. So
Well,
no.
we're going to reopen the world. You're going to do that book signing. And we're going to add a couple of pieces to that as well. And I want you to talk to millennials, because I think they're the ones really, they need this. You know, not graduating things that were taken away from you as opposed to losing it. 2 different worlds, and you're going to be vital and instrumental in this stuff. And I am dying to have your daughter interviewed by our crew, because
What's
I
her
want
name?
to
Her name is Taylor, and she can work a podium, and she's been a speaker. She's a little me. She gets it from her mama. So,
I'm dying to see how it is living in that household.
I went to speak at her sorority last year, and I was supposed to go to a couple more sororities at UF, but the world shut down. And the girls listening to me, when they lined up after to hug me, and then they called their own moms after, and they were just so appreciative. They still text me now, and it's amazing. So that demographic, those college girls, I love them, and they love listening to me.
You know, David DePino interviewed her.
Last week I saw
It's
that.
the editor's desk. I couldn't get David to stop. I said, David, we got to wrap up. David. Oh, what the part 2? I said, because, you know, it's really funny. And David DePino works for Tenet Hospital, and he is a publicist for the hospital. He does newspapers and everything else. Afterwards, I spoke to him. He says, I got to tell you, of all the people you asked me to interview, Marnie gave me this jolt. He wanted just to do more shows. He's been texting me. The guy never talks to me. Same thing with another guy that I do shows with, because they watch her inspiration. They're feeding off of her energy.
She's got great energy.
And that's what it's all
Well,
about.
she's got a warm heart. You can feel her heart and her energy. Even through a TV, we can feel your heart and your energy.
Oh, and as you just said that, a black bird just went by, so that's a sign. Just as you were talking about energy.
And it
just saw a
began.
black
What is she,
bird.
me?
I begin.
What is she, me 4 years later, Freddie? I am so sorry for you, my friend.
Tomorrow, 8:30 on WNN 95.3, 1470, 106.9, 103.9.
True to myself with Marnie, yes.
True to myself and Marnie. Check it out. And also, you can call in on the show. And if you want to talk to her, she's more than happy to take a list of names and call you back. Read the book. I'm going to get the book. And let's just get vertical. Let's just do this.
Congratulations, Marnie. Can't wait for tomorrow.
Thanks so much, guys. Can't wait
Thank
to
you.
hear. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You see?
You see?
You never know who's going to pop in here.
That's amazing.
Didn't I tell you?
Marnovation on Monday with Marnie.
That's interesting. You came up with that?
No, she did.
She did. I'm going to tell you a little secret about this chick. I asked her for pictures. I got them last night at midnight. I asked her for a commercial. I don't know if she sent it. She's a perfectionist. She's a lot like somebody else I know,
Really?
who if it ain't perfect, I don't want to see it. Teddy, you're lucky. that Dawn is not the one calling the shots and Teddy unscripted, which was a great show today. I haven't finished sharing it out.
It was a great show. She had Alana Scherer on. It was the behind-the-scenes look at Miss St. Petersburg through the Miss America pageant.
It is, and I want to get the 2020 crew back on. I can't seem to motivate that crew, but I got to get them on. And yes, DJ Ortiz, we will bring you back in-house. We're just waiting for the order to lift. And then we're going to do it a certain way. And that's the way that we're working on right now. And everybody has to comply with that way because it's going to be the only way.
Absolutely. Have a great Monday, everyone. Be kind to each other. Stay tuned, 2:30. Tune into The Reinvented Life on YouTube or on Facebook, plus Amp Media Productions Network. We have a new show starting with Pamela Chanel David talking about her journey, and happy birthday to you. So stay tuned. She'll be on in a few minutes.
Oh, you were going to say goodbye, huh? And like always, don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.